Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you may have noticed, I have changed some things, uh, revamped a few things, and in this video, we're going to get back into a few things, but in a little different way. I felt like I was being not so much of myself, that I was trying to force things to be a certain way. And so now I am working on a lot of different things. But let's get into it. Hey, thanks for coming back and sitting with me. I hope you have been having a well blessed time these last few months. We are in a new year now since the last time that I was with you all. And I am still in the same place. If you can tell, it's like my background's still the same. Uh, but I don't have a huge, wonderful background or, all of that. It's just my apartment. So, hey, But I want you to know that I have been praying for you all. I thank you for my subscribers. I have subscribers, so thanks to all of you guys. Tamika and Hillary and Bernita and I think Portia and so many other people, I guess, that have just been checking out my videos. And I am thankful for you. I'm thankful that you're here. So I hope you continue to check in and see what's going on. So anyway, without further ado, like I said, let's get into it. Right now, we're going to talk about what I've been up to. Okay, so I plan to start documenting this, but I'm going into a journey of becoming, I guess, more of an official student of learning how to do the work of birth work. If you don't know what birth work is, it is basically learning to be a supportive person to anyone who is, pregnant. um, Learning the journey for yourself, what that means, really learning more of yourself, learning who you really are. And so once you start doing that, is what I've learned, at least so far. And, taking care of yourself, doing the things that people everywhere have been saying, drink enough water, get sleep. Because if you're going to support someone in those scary moments, sometimes for them, you have to be at your best too, right? I would want, just like you want your doctor, you want your nurse, if they have to care for you, you want them to be at their best, right? So, in the same capacity, we want for the person that's supporting us while we're going through some of the most weird times, some of the most like up and down hill times in our life, we want that person to be very much um, their best, right? I want you to show up with most of your best. um, I want you to make sure that you've done self care. I want you to make sure that you have been aware of what's going on in the world, too. What's going on in my world? If you don't look like me, do you know what's happening in my type of world that's going on with me outside of COVID? There's a lot of things that happen with COVID, but there's still the main human aspect. And as a caregiver, previously for about 15 plus years, um, I I still consider myself a caregiver even now, even though I'm not in that career field specifically. I am always a caregiver no matter what. That's just what I do. But anyway, I digress. I wanted you all to know that that is where I'm headed in that journey. And I've been on the journey actually for a while. I just didn't really realize it. But I'm already a birth worker. I just need some birth training because I haven't actually witnessed any live births. So I will document that as I can and as I have time, because I actually still have a full-time job. So that's one of the reasons you haven't seen me in a while. I've just been quite busy and I've had a lot of stressful things happening in my life. I think I'll cover in another video some other personal things, because I also want to share with you a lot of things. If you can't tell, I'm a very personable type of person. I like to get in your face and talk about some things, and I like to be real. I don't really pull any punches. I like to be real. I want to do we'll do the practicing his presence again, and I will work on that, and I will let you know when I start doing that. I plan to do at least one this month. That's the goal. It's like, I also have something else I want to share with you too, which I may make another video about that, which is I have, and I'm still in the process of fully creating a merchandise type line of clothing. It is basically to speak to things that I have been dealing with for years. I am a person who deals with depression and anxiety. Yes, I'm a believer and follower of Christ, but I still have that issue sometimes. I don't allow it to overtake me, but sometimes it gets a little crazy. So I want to, I decided, hey, I was talking with a friend, and I was just like, hey, this like idea seems really cool. And it is called Heart Reflections. And it really just comes from knowing that, God doesn't do us like human man does. Man looks at the outside of us, he, you know, judges us, labels us, all this kind of stuff. But God doesn't do that. That's not who he is. He looks at us, he looks at our heart, our heart. And he looks at, what that reflects, your heart does have like a reflection. It's out of the abundance of the heart, the Bible says the mouth speaks. From your heart comes rivers of life. That's where your life is. It reflects your life. My pastor taught us that, your heart is it's very intricate, it's very deep. That's where a lot of your emotions lie. And we're not talking about your actual like heartbeat, but like your soul really. That's what he's basically talking about. It's like it really just encompasses this thing of like, oh, this is where life happens. And so I'm a different kind of person. It's like, if you can't tell, it's like I can talk forever. It's like this is probably one of the best things about me having a YouTube channel and what I hope to achieve going forward. I want real content. I'm not looking to be such a huge, big, like, affiliate marketer and all this stuff. That's not what I want to do. I wouldn't want anyone to try and sway me just because they think this is going to be great. I want to be really real with you guys. And so, I feel that doing that, hey, and I'm not here for all the likes. It'd be wonderful, push that like button, the algorithm. If y'all have been watching enough of YouTube videos, that helps. Put that like button out there. Subscribe to the channel. That helps too. But even if you don't share it, even if you don't send it to someone else to encourage them, I hope that you're encouraged more than anything. So anyway, all that talking just to say that I love you guys. I really have a heart for people. And since my mother, who is not here anymore, I'm not sure if I said that in another video, but yeah, my mom, I'll talk about that another time. But my mother, who was so dear and sweet to me, she gave me so much. And she left this earth November 1st, 2020. not from COVID, just, from her own uh, natural, causes. Um, and, but while she was here, even in those last few years that she was here, it was such an eye opener. I'll make another video about that too, and my journey with having a mother who was unable to speak for a few years. Yeah, yeah, that one is gonna cut really deep. That's another reason of heart reflections too. Um, but I am a creative person. We're all creative people. That term is interesting to me. It's like people are like, "Oh, you're a creative." Everyone is actually a creative in their own way. But yeah, that's about it. I think I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know what was happening. Um, I will possibly do some more songs, like little shorts. What do they call it? I guess, yeah, they're called like little short videos, those little 60-second videos, um, like TikToks and things like that. I'm still learning this stuff, so yeah, bear with me when I have time. And when God just like washes over me, I'll just sing anyway. That's something I used to do as a child. Anyway, I'll do a whole thing on that too. There's a lot of video content coming. Not necessarily every week, because like I said, I have a schedule. Another thing I wanted to let you know before I go though, I'm also to get myself back into the medical climate, because in the medical field, in any capacity, even as a birth worker, I need to know what's going on. What's the heart of the people? Again, heart reflections, heart is always a thing for me now. But I need to know what they're doing. I've worked in a couple different settings as a caregiver. I worked in the private homes. I also worked in uh, actual, not facilities, not like a assisted living facility, but I worked in an assisted living home, and it's really like a home type building. It wasn't, like those long corridors, and no, it wasn't that. It was literally like a home type building. Um, and so that was a different environment. We also had nurses. We had different medical staff that came through there. We had medical technicians and things like that. So that was a different type of environment. Um, I, being in the hospital, I never really worked in a hospital, so I would like to work in that type of facility. I have an opportunity, and I will let you know if it actually follows through and I receive it. My hope that I will, but we'll see. It is for medical assisting, and so I did get my medical assisting diploma, but I did not get my certificate because I had a lot going on then. I can make a whole video on that too, because that can be kind of long. But really quickly, basically, I finished the program. I had gotten sick, had to have major surgery right in the middle of the classes, and I had to come back. I finished, I graduated, but I was so stressed and I was just so out there. I was so over so much stuff and I was anxious. I was fearful and I just didn't know what to do with myself at the time. And so even after that, I did work. I got a job and then the place closed that I worked at. It was a whole lot of things that happened. Fast forward many years and learning so many things. I was married. I was like, for some of you that don't know me, I was like, I was married. I can make a video about that. I'm now divorced. That's a whole nother thing too. But all these life things that happen, life happens, people say that we post it, it's a whole little meme, it really does. And life does happen. And so life happened. And as my sister Hillary reminded me yesterday, hey, there's a time for it. And that's true too. Sometimes it is really just, the timing that you need, it's what you need. And there's a certain time when you just come to like suddenly, bam, there it goes, light bulb moments where we're suddenly like, hey, I wish I had gotten this long time ago and you could have done this. But we're not about regrets. At least I'm not. I'm not living in the regrets. I used to. Again, fear and more fear has been like, hey, be fearful. Like these little things, talking about be fearful, be scared. And it's like, no, I don't have to be. Now, yes, it may come. It'll come. It'll knock on my door. Hey, hey, you know, but I don't have to listen to it. I can turn it away. Just like when you get that junk mail that you don't want and has nothing to do with anything in your life right now, you put that sucker right in the recycling bin, right? Same thing. Doesn't belong to me. No, that's okay. No, thank you. Go over there. Goodbye. So, no, literally. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So I'll be keeping you updated on that thing as well. I have a lot of interest, if you can't tell, I have a lot of interest, but I'm really trying to focus right here, and looking forward rather to so many things. It is a new month, and I felt today was a good day to release this video. And like I said, just check in with you guys. I hope that you're doing well. I will, on occasion, try and, really do some check-ins. Maybe I'll even try and do a live or something soon this month. That my goal, or not really my goal, but my attitude type of goal, along with my goals that I'm working on, is an attitude of celebration. My best friend, Dr. Portia Jackson Preston, she also has a video. She has a YouTube channel too. You can totally check her out. Lovely. You love all of her videos. Anyway, but I digress. She, for some years, kept encouraging me. When my mom got sick and had a stroke, she was just like, Yigla, it's time for you to celebrate. And that has stayed with me. She even bought me a bracelet that says celebrate. I don't actually have it right now, but yeah, she told me that. And it literally stuck with me. It is stuck with me. It's time to celebrate. So guess what? Even for you, that's a word for you too. Today, it is time to celebrate. Find a reason. I don't know what your reason could be today, but today, find a reason to celebrate. And on that note, I am going to say so long, friends. Love you. Kisses.